Hi my angels, it's Hailey Reese and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am so excited that you guys are here and I hope that you are having an absolutely fantastic morning, afternoon, or night, whatever it is for you when this video finally reaches you. You guys, today's video is one that I am so excited to dive into because we are once again diving into yet another paranormal game. Now recently I've been getting a ton of requests from you guys to cover the game One Man Hide and Seek, and I've got to be honest with you, I looked through my channel high and low because I was almost convinced I had previously covered this video, but I couldn't find it anywhere. So that is either a very strange universal glitch or I really never have dove into it. But regardless, that is what we're going to be diving into today. And let me just say, this could be one of the most dangerous paranormal games, although there are plenty out there, so it is difficult to rank. Before we get into today's video though, I would very quickly like to thank today's video sponsor, Opinion Outpost. Opinion Outpost is a very easy way to earn some extra money. And what I personally love is that you can cash directly to your PayPal, which is amazing, or Amazon gift cards, which I could never get enough of. How it works is that you basically get paid for sharing your opinion, which is so easy because you can make the extra money pretty much anytime. Whether you're watching TV, waiting to pick your kids up from school, or you just are up at night and you're bored, you could be using Opinion Outpost for some extra money. Basically, it's one of the easiest ways to legitimately earn cash. So make sure you guys click the link down in my description box to start making some extra money, and thank you so much to Opinion Outpost for sponsoring today's video. Alright you guys, so let's dive into One Man Hide and Seek and why you should absolutely never play it. Now as per usual with these types of videos, I'm first and foremost going to read the directions and the instructions, and then I'm going to explain why this could be very, very dangerous, or it is very dangerous. Here we go. So for the players, you require one player. The requirements are one stuffed doll with limbs, one sack of uncooked rice, a pair of nail clippers, a needle, a length of red thread, one sharp edge, such as a knife or pair of scissors, a bathroom with a bathtub, a cup of salt water, a television, a hiding place, and incense. Basically, here's the instructions. Firstly, you use your sharp edge and cut open the doll. You then remove the doll's stuffing. You replace the stuffing with dry uncooked rice. Clip off a piece of your fingernail and place it inside the doll with the rice. Using the needle and the red thread, stitch the doll closed. Without snipping the thread, take the remaining length, wrap it around the doll, and tie off the ends. Fill the bathtub with water. Purify the room in which is your hiding place with the incense. Once it has been purified, set up the television in the same room. Place the cup of salt water and the sharp edge inside the hiding place. Name the doll. So that is everything that you have to do right off the get-go. Now, right off the get-go, there are a couple of alarming things in here. Number one is that you are actually taking a piece of you, you're taking your fingernail and putting it inside of this doll that you are now naming. But let's continue on. The main event. Begin precisely at 3 a.m. Repeat the following phrase to the doll 3 times, filling in your own name where appropriate. Blank is the first it, so that would be your name. Go to the bathroom, submerge the doll in the bathtub and leave it there. Turn out all the lights in your house. Go to your hiding place and switch on the television. Close your eyes and count to 10. When you have finished counting, open your eyes, retrieve your sharp edge, and return to the bathroom. Remove the doll from the bathtub and say the following phrase to it, filling in the doll's name where appropriate. I have found you, blank, whatever you decided to name your doll. Use your sharp edge to cut the red thread binding the doll. Say the following phrase to the doll, filling in the doll's name where appropriate. You are next, doll's name, and then return the doll to the bathtub. Quickly return to your hiding place and remain as silent as possible. The ending. Take a large mouthful of salt water. Do not swallow it. Hold it in your mouth. Keep the cup containing the rest of the salt water in your hand. Emerge from your hiding place and begin looking for the doll. Note, the doll may not necessarily be in the bathroom where you left it. Could you imagine I'm trying to like, whenever I read these, I try to picture like how I would feel playing them, and I cannot even fathom like doing this with the doll in the first place, but then going to find it and finding out that the doll is not where I left it and I'm the only one playing. When you find the doll, pour the remaining salt water in the cup over it, and then put the salt water in your mouth all over the doll as well, and repeat the following phrase to the doll 3 times. I win. Once the game has been completed, allow the doll to dry, then burn it and discard the remains. Additional notes. The rice represents the doll's internal organs. Additionally, it serves as bait to attract spirits. The red thread represents a blood vessel and seals whatever spirit you may have attracted inside the doll. Snipping the thread in the main event, step 6 releases the spirits. When naming your doll, do not give it your own name. It is also advisable to avoid giving it the name of anyone you know. Once the game has begun, do not do any of the following things until it has been completed. Do not turn on the lights. Do not lock any doors, including the front or back doors. Do not make any unnecessary noise, and do not leave your house. It is not generally advisable to emerge from your hiding place in the ending, step 2, without both holding the salt water in your mouth and carrying the cup of remaining salt water in your hand. Should anything have found its way into your home during the course of the game, they will act as safeguards and protect you from any harm your visitor or visitors may attempt to inflict upon you. The purpose of the television is to alert you to the presence of these potential visitors. Should it begin to display abnormal behavior, do not, under any circumstance, leave your hiding place without the salt water. Do not allow the game to go longer than 2 hours. Once the game has started, the game must be played through completion. Do not attempt to abandon it partway through. To do so would result in disaster. So that is basically how you play one-man hide and seek. Now, when I think about it and I really break down how you're playing this game, you are getting a doll, you're pulling out the stuffing, putting the rice in to represent organs, you are then putting your nail in, and the rice is also meant to summon spirits, and then you're locking the spirits inside of the doll, and you are essentially awakening it, giving it a name, and summoning it. Now, with any of these games, I'm sure there are plenty of people who have played this game and absolutely nothing happened to them. And that, of course, is gonna happen, if not more often than not. But the problem with these types of games is, and the reason that I don't advise anybody play any paranormal game unless you know what you're doing and you're gonna play it properly, is because anytime you knock on the door of the unknown, you don't get to choose what comes and you don't get to choose when it leaves. You can do your best to play the game properly, or at least try to, get rid of the spirits that you may attract. But at the end of the day, you never know what you could be bringing into your space and what you could be attracting. Any game where afterwards you have to burn the item, bury it, and never touch it again isn't something that I would advise playing whatsoever. Something that we've talked about a lot here on my channel is the fact that demons require permission per entry. So when you have this doll and you are summoning a spirit to it, there's the potential that you could be welcoming in by asking a demonic or dark entity within that doll. And then would it really go away when you follow the steps of the game, or is it beyond the game at that point? This game is so eerie. It's definitely not one that I would ever personally play, but I'm curious to know if any of you guys have had any experiences with this or have seen any particular experiences with this that you'd be willing to share down in the comment section below. I would absolutely love that. But for me, I've said it a million times over, any game where you have to offer up your own blood or offer up a fingernail or hair of your own, you just don't know what it is you could be potentially doing, what it is you could be attracting, and how difficult it could be to get rid of it, or how dark your life could become afterwards. So that is one-man hide and seek. I do not advise you guys to play it, but if any of you did play it before and have any experiences, I would love to hear from you down in the comment section and hear what your experience was. And that is it for today's video. Once again, I would just love to thank Opinion Outpost for sponsoring today's video. As I mentioned, I have a link down in my description. Click that link and start making some extra money. If you guys are new to my channel or you are just not yet subscribed, but you do enjoy my content, I would seriously love it if you would go ahead and click that subscribe button. And please give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Remember, my loves, do all things with kindness. And until next time, I love you.